The world of Pokémon has been around forever and has continuously evolved. For some Pokémon, we can see where the real-life inspiration comes from. What about those unique characters where we have no idea? The Pokémon Poliwag is derived from the translucent tadpole. They are very similar in look and nature. The tadpoles have swirling translucent intestines that influence the design on Poliwag's stomach. It's amazing how anatomically correct this Pokémon is. The equivalent Pokémon for Kabuto is a giant Isopod. In Japan, these animals are found as weirdly cute, and you can often see a picture of it on children's accessories. The giant Isopod are all over the Pacific, and people have found them from Japan to America. The Isopod can survive without food for up to 4 years and are carnivorous in nature. Krookodile has a long exaggerated nose that is the first thing viewers notice on this Pokémon. People normally ignore such strange appearances of the characters, believing it's just fictional. Krookodile is actually based on a crocodile called Gharial, which has the same long snout. Victreebel is one of the scarier Pokémon based on a real-life carnivorous plant called the pitcher plant. These plants can eat up an entire frog or mouse if it gets too close. However, these pitcher plants do not have fangs like those of a Victreebel. The Pokémon Luvdisc is said to be based on the kissing gourami, which is a fish that has lips, as the name suggests. Although the fish does not really use its lips to kiss, it does do a lip lock when it is arguing with its counterpart. Due to the lips, the Pokémon is in the shape of a heart and has a noticeable pout. Sandslash, a very thrilling Pokémon to watch, is based on a pangolin. Sandslash has the same scales and eyes as that of a pangolin. It's a mammal normally found in Asia. Due to its characteristics, it is often confused with an armadillo. Unfastened is a Pokémon that takes after the Japanese pheasant. The animal is the national bird of Japan, and the wise people at Pokémon made sure to give it an identity in their own world. The Pokémon Skrelp shares the exact same look as that of a weedy sea dragon. The sea dragon has leaf-like characteristics that allow them to conceal themselves in the sea grass. They are commonly found in South and East Australia, but due to pollution, they have very little habitat left. The water Pokémon Shellos are influenced by the Chromodoris Loki. The Loki are the members of Nudibranch family, and they live in underwater sponges. The Chromodoris Loki retain poison from the chemicals of their prey. This is their self-defense technique rather than shells or a sharp nose. The Pokémon Mankey largely resembles the Japanese macaque. The macaque is a pink-faced frosty fur Japanese monkey, also known as a snow monkey. They have a special place in the culture and folklore of Japan. The snow monkeys are featured in fairy tales, the zodiac, and many other areas. Sure, we can all see that Caterpie is based on a caterpillar, but few people know exactly what kind of caterpillar. It's based on the eastern taiga swallowtail caterpillar, which is a relative of the swallowtail butterfly species from eastern North America. The famous Pikachu. Common theory is that the inspiration for the iconic Pokémon Pikachu came from the Pikas. They belong to the same family as hares and rabbits, which are found in Asia, Europe, and America. However, some theories claim that Pika Pika actually means electricity in Japanese, and chu is the sound a mouse normally makes. However, the Pika theory sounds more interesting to fans. The Pokémon Vileplume's large magenta-colored and dotted petals are identical to that of a Rafflesia arnoldi, which is the largest flower on Earth. Rafflesia arnoldi has a very horrible odor to it that makes it smell like raw flesh. Due to this fact, it is also known as the corpse flower. Gorbiess is a cute pink Pokémon that everyone adores. They are derived from the long-nosed Chimera. They both have the same nose and adorable eyes, but while Gorbiess seems completely harmless and well-loved, a Chimera can be quite scary if it comes in front of you. The Pokémon Zigzagoon is said to be the inspiration from Tanuki. Although Tanuki has a completely different personality from a Zigzagoon, it still has a raccoonish vibe that makes them both look so alike. Tanuki is described to be a Japanese raccoon dog and has been incorporated into Japanese folk tales. The Pokémon Mudkip is a very strangely designed character. It has some weird glove-like thing popping out of its cheeks, fins, on top of its head, and tail. These strange characteristics can only have one explanation. It's based on an axolotl, a real-life animal that has a similar appearance. The Pokémon Magikarp looks awfully like the yellow rockfish. It has the same orange skin, shocked eyes, and wide open mouth. The yellow rockfish is the fish with the longest lifespan and can live up to 147 years. This species is also at risk of becoming endangered due to overfishing on the western US coast. Drowsy gets its look from the Malayan tapir. However, the Malayan tapir of course does not possess the same psychic powers as those of its Pokémon counterpart. From their elephant nose to the similar hoofs and round ears, they both look quite similar. Malayan tapirs are also known as the Asian tapir.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.